Jumbo, my name is Carson Leedy, and I am pleased to share about my business mission, Rafiki Cafe, and its not-for-profit subsidiary, Good News Energy. Rafiki Cafe is an internet and computer cafe in Nairobi, Kenya that offers free internet and affordable computer usage for citizens of Nairobi. Rafiki also seeks to develop a discipleship community, hence the name Rafiki, which means friendship in Swahili, through paid classes on computer science and internet usage courses. Rafiki Cafe will also own a not-for-profit subsidiary called Good News Energy, which specializes in providing clean energy to rural and impoverished communities and villages in Kenya. Good News Energy also seeks to build a church community in these villages, and while installation occurs for an extended time, we will send a project manager who also specializes in ministry to build up a church community and support the growing faith-based operation. The main scope of my business is in Nairobi, Kenya, and the surrounding rural communities. However, I do intend to scale and not fail. So I see this business very quickly expanding into all rural communities in Kenya. Beyond that, I would see Rafiki Cafe and Good News Energy expanding into other African countries such as Tanzania and even into Southeast Asia and places like Indonesia. These areas have the same opportunities and need for electricity, education, and the gospel. I've seen firsthand the need for these opportunities that electricity and internet can bring. These photos are from my mission trip a couple years ago where we did home visits with a rural community, and it shows some of their living conditions and why it would be helpful. They are abandoned with few avenues for earning money for themselves, let alone their community. This solution also calls for spiritual healing that only Christ can bring through knowledge, belief, and sacrifice to Him. In the more wealthy and city communities, in countries like Kenya, there's a rapid growth in use of technology and the internet, with education of these tools not growing at the same rate. Teaching these communities the power and capability of computers and the internet opens up brand new avenues and opportunities and springs the countries forward in development significantly. There's one major concern and obstacle with this business. Technology and its hardware is very expensive, and that does not include renting a space, owning the right equipment beyond the computers, paying for high-speed internet, hiring a couple instructors, and having them be paid with benefits have to also be considered. Not to mention the infrastructure, material, and labor needed to fund the initiatives of Good News Energy and getting stable electricity to internet and to rural areas of Kenya. Another concern is that since Kenya is still a developing country in terms of tech infrastructure, I have to prepare for major outages like the one that happened a year ago in December of 2024. There's also a high crime rate in Nairobi compared to a lot of other areas in South Africa, so I have to be aware of that and be able to cover any expenses that would inevitably fall to that. I believe this business venture will need some serious self-preparation and practical ministry and business experience before diving completely into. Due to this, I could see myself starting the business 10 to 15 years minimum after graduating from undergrad. This can be plenty of time to go to seminary, hopefully start a family, and raise personal funds and allow for ample practical church and business experience. Thank you so much for listening to about my business mission. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.